If you only came for the build, here it is right here. Copy the build. Please don't forget to like the video and follow me on your way out. But if you want to see the build and understand why I put certain stats the way I put them, please stay. Also like the video though, and don't forget to subscribe to me, man. I'm trying to hit 10K. Now, for those of y'all who do not know, I am a guard and I usually only play the one score. I enjoy playing on tall guards. As you see right here, this build is a 6'6", right? 210 pounds, and I went 210 pounds so I can up my strength because I know that I'm gonna run into a post or some weird bull, and I know that the strength also impacts the bumps. So that was also really important for me. That's why I went 210 pounds. I wanted to be a little bit on the heavy side, all right? And I feel like I should add this. Yes, I mainly play the one score, but I also play threes, I also play twos, and I also hit the rec center up. So this is kind of like an all-around build, all right? So just keep that inside your head while you're watching this, all right? I went a 6'9" wingspan because you do not need a high three ball this year. It's pretty easy to shoot once you get your hot spots. I also wanted to up my block because, bro, I've been punching bulls, all right? I've been punching bulls. So I wanted to up my block. And that's pretty much it. That's really the only reason. I also saw that when I increased my wingspan, my strength went up a little bit more. And I feel like later in the year, that'll help me out a lot because I'm also making this build with cat burgers in mind. Now, here's the build again for the guys who stayed. What you're looking at right now is, I call it kind of a safe build. Like I said, I make this build with cat burgers inside my head, right? So what I wanted to do was I wanted to balance my offense with my defense. We're going to start with finishing. I have a 77 driving layup, which I didn't dabble with at all. I will increase it with cat burgers later in the year, but I didn't dabble with that. What I was really going for was a drive and dunk. And I know if you came from the other video, I made a video talking about my NBA 2K24 build and how I was going to try to make that build on here. Bro, I'm not doing that at all. The drive and dunk is dang near free, bro. Like, it's dang near free. And then also the drive and layup, it takes so much to get the badge that I want. You know what I mean? Like in 24, I had a Hall of Fame Pro Touch, I believe it was called. And I can barely get anything gold when I put my drive and layup up. So that's why I didn't do that if you guys were wondering about that. So yeah, 89 drive and layup. 89 drive and dunk. We have a 40 standard dunk that just increased with other attributes. And moving on to the shooting, we have a 79 mid-range, which I really didn't touch. It went up on its own because I was messing with the three-point shot, right? So I went silver Deadeye, gold set shot, silver limitless, silver shifty. And this is all convenient for me because I chose to go the shooting route when it came to the specialist. So that's why. So later I'm going to permanently max +2 my set shot specialist, and that's gonna go up to legend. That's gonna help a lot. Moving on to playmaking. Now, if you made it this far in the video, again, please don't forget to drop a like, drop a sub. I am trying to hit 10,000 subs. Now let's move on to the playmaking. I believe I could have got more out of the playmaking, but regardless, let me just explain to y'all why I did what I did. 70 pass sack because I do play with other people. And I want to at least have a little bit of passing, man, because that's not really something I care too much about because, like I said, I mainly play the 1v1 court, aside from sometimes playing park with the friends and sometimes rec. But we have a 92 ball handle, 92 specifically. I got handles for days gold, I have unpluckable gold, and next is ankle assassin. That's what I wanted. That's why I left it at 92 because I put a cat breaker on that 92 and now it's 93. I have gold ankle assassin. The 78 speed with ball is something that man, it's something that got me thinking because I was like, man, I wonder if my speed with ball just stop at 75 so I can get that Zach LaVine package and I'll be able to use a lot more attributes throughout my build. I might have been able to increase my steal how I wanted to increase my steal on my defensive end. But the reason that I went 78 was because I originally was going to go 80 speed with ball because I saw a significant difference in the momentum dribble. That's why. In order to get more space so I could get more attributes, I brought it down 2 ticks and I left it there because I figured if I went down any lower, it was going to be a significant change and it's a huge difference in the frames of the momentum dribble. That is something that you guys can change. Don't make that same mistake. All right, now moving on to the defense. First, we have interior defense. Now, as you see, it's currently at a 74. And yes, I say currently because I'm thinking I'm going to actually upgrade this jump. I'm gonna put a cat breaker on this joint. But right now we have a bronze post lockdown and a bronze paint patroller. Next is perimeter defense, 85. I don't really care much about the off-ball pest, but the challenger, on-ball menace. On-ball, listen, I have on-ball menace bronze right now, and I'm getting bumpy. You heard that. Bronze, and I'm bumping bulls. You mean? And I think it's due to having a higher strength, the animations that I'm getting. Anyway, it's still day one, or well, now day two. So we're gonna figure that out later. Despite that, I believe 85 is a safe spot. Keep in mind, this will be increased with cat breakers that I'm going to get throughout the year. So silver challenger, silver on ball. We have a bronze immovable enforcer that is combined with my strength, which we will talk about, and a silver pick dodger. Next, the steel. Some bulls might say I'm tripping. I went with a 64 steel. Yes, I wanted to get a higher steel. This steel was intentional because I wanted to at least get interceptor, right? And with a bronze interceptor, you don't do as much damage that you want. I do get lane steals, but you have to be dang near directly next to the offense in order to catch it. The majority of the time, I'm tipping passes, right? So I'm definitely going to max +1 this joint. That's a definite. And then I maxed out my block. High flying denier, paint patroller. Like I already showed y'all the paint patroller, but high flying denier is doing some damage right now. Next, we have rebounding. I have a 55 rebound. I'm played, like I say, bro, I played a 1 score. I don't have to worry much about all that because they changed the way it was played. So now if you miss a bucket, it's automatically changed. The possession's already changed to the next bull. So I don't really have to worry much about the rebounds. I mean, like, this isn't even including the fact that I'm a guard, bro. You mean? But anyway, next we're moving on to the physicals, and I believe this is a very, very important part of the build. I have my speed at 85 because that's linked up with speed with ball and my ball handle, so my playmaking automatically makes it at 85. Then I have my agility. I wanted it at 85, right? Because it's always good to be explosive off the L2. It's really, really good to be explosive and be able to catch up to your defenders. Acceleration matters a lot, especially on the 1v1 court when it's just you, the court, and another ball handler. So I had it at 85. I had to take it down twice so I can get a little bit more attributes around my build. Now we're going to move down to the strength. I have gold strong handles, and I have bronze physical finisher, immovable enforcer, which is actually doing a little bit of damage. It's nothing too crazy. It's not like crazy recognizable. That's not really a badge that I was focused on, simply because of my experience with it last year. I had a legend immovable enforcer and it did nothing, right? So I have a bronze brick wall, and like I said earlier, that post lockdown is important. So right now I have a 73 strength, and I believe I go up to like an 83 or 84 because I made my arms longer and my weight is up a little bit higher. That matters a lot because later in the year, I do believe I'm going to be increasing that strength. Now, the vertical, you see guys that I have a 89 driving dunk. Yeah. Well, I'm not going to be able to get the off ones. I mean, the off ones until I increase this 75 to a 78, which it can. I believe it actually goes up to like a 90 something. So yeah, I'm fine. All I have to do is smack a cat breaker on this jaw. That takes it up 2. Another cat breaker will take it up another 2. So you guys see, I'm really taking advantage of the new little cat breaker system. And I did check. Yeah, I did check. I went to go get a cat breaker. Yes, I bought to the end of the season pass, bro. I bought to the end. So yeah, that's something that I'm going to take advantage of. And I suggest you guys keep that in mind as you guys are making your builds. If you didn't already make your builds, if you want to remake your build, if you didn't put all your money inside your build, you man, just keep that inside your head. We have a silver posterizer, we have a silver pogo, and we have high flying denier. Now, keep in mind that rise up is really easy to get. So all I have to do is probably smack 2 cat breakers on standing dunk and I'll be able to get rise up, and that joint gonna be on bronze because I don't really care much about the standing dunks. But listen, if it's gonna be that easy to get it, I'm gonna get it. All right. With all that being said, here is the build. Don't forget to give this video a like. Don't forget to subscribe. God bless, and to the next one.